A girl who collapsed in the classroom, being hungry, became a credible scientist. Getting a great scientist to participate in research and life. Getting the Nobel Prize together. Become the owner of the rare feat of winning the Nobel Prize twice. Daughter and son-in-law bring home the third Nobel Prize. Melt herself down for science. That life is incredibly dramatic. This was the life of Marie Curie and Pierre Curie. Mary was born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland. Her full name is Mary Sklodowska. Her father, a physics teacher, and her mother, a school principal, inspired Mary to study. Mary and her sister Bronia, who were educated in their hometown, wanted to study in France, but they don't have enough money. Mary and Bronia found a way. Join Mary for some work first. Bronia will go to Paris and study, then Bronia will help Mary. So, Mary joined the job in 1885 as a babysitter. Mary resumed her studies at the age of 24 after a gap of 6 years since Bronia went for study. Mary was invited by Bronia after she got married to a Polish doctor in Paris. Mary enrolled at Sorbonne University and rented an awkward room for comfort to travel. A new world was unfolding before me, Mary wrote. In 1893, Mary graduated in mathematics and the following year in physics. But her acquaintance with scientist Pierre Curie changed Mary's life. Pierre was born in 1859. His father was a doctor. Pierre was educated at the University of Sorbonne and joined there in 1878 as an assistant. In 1882, he became head of the School of Industrial Physics and Chemistry Laboratory. The area of study of the Pierre was magnetism and crystallography. With the introduction of Mary in 1894, Robert Pierre's course of research changed. They were married in July 1895. Their only entertainment was the ride on the bicycle, which was a wedding gift. The rest of the time was devoted to science. Mary discovered that in addition to uranium, thorium also has radioactivity. Later, it was an effort to extract that precious element from the ore. Recognizing Mary's ability and their mission, Pierre put aside all his research and became his wife's assistant. They began the refining process by grinding and washing away ores from the mines. In June 1898, Mary and Robert crossed the first stage. They extracted an element that is about 100 times more radioactive. They named it the hometown and called it polonium. They found there is also something else that has more powerful radioactivity. Then they attempted to find it. On December 26, 1898, the element was extracted and named radium. Mary and Pierre worked day and night in an old shed. Heap of ores outside. Smoke and dust inside the shed, and shed will leak during rain. There is no way to resist the call, but it doesn't matter to the couple in front of a noble cause. They finally got tired of the hard work all day long. They were both tired and exhausted, but the result was a success. They extracted pure radium chloride from thousands of kilograms of ore. Weight is only 1/10 of a gram. On June 25, 1903, Marie Curie published a research paper containing this invention. That same year, she shared the Nobel Prize in Physics. In 1904, Pierre was appointed to the Department of Physics. Disasters were also followed fortunes. Pierre would always keep the radium salt in his pocket to describe the properties of radium. So Mary got to bed by seeing radiating light from the radium. She received the award 2 years later for lack of health. Pierre and Mary were caught in the deadly effects of nuclear radiation, but no one knew about it. The Pierre and Mary were sick when they won the Nobel Prize. Pierre's accidental death followed. As he crossed the street in Paris, he fell to his feet. Through the body of that great scientist, the horseman rode up. He died on April 19, 1906, at the age of 47. Mary was obliged to protect her 9-year-old Irene and 2-year-old Eve. Mary was subsequently appointed to the position of peer at Sorbonne University. In 1911, Mary deserved the rare honor of winning the second Nobel Prize. This year, the prize was awarded for chemistry and for the extraction of elements such as radium and polonium. Mary was paralyzed by illness and mental agony. It was too late for Mary to find out she was suffering from leukemia. Prior to use radium as a treatment tool throughout the world, she had started experiencing the deadly effects of nuclear radiation. She claimed that scientific achievements belonged to all mankind. Much to her dismay, Mary arrived in Stockholm on December 11 and delivered her lecture. Mary fell into depression and was hospitalized. She had to quit their jobs for a year. Mary's daughter Irene and her husband Frederick led the research. But Mary could not unfortunately wait for the news that they got the Nobel Prize in 1985. Mary died of leukemia on July 4, 1934. Pierre's dream of establishing a radiation laboratory had begun before her death. She even traveled abroad to find donations. Thus, the Curie laboratory was established in 1912. It has become the best radiation research facility